Or they just recently started 2 years, right? 2 years back.
A couple of years ago.
Yeah. We're waiting for Mr. Zuglin to get done with his announcements. We have a great match coming to you live here. Nelson Oliviera against
Robb Saez.
Robb Saez. Wow. We go back a long time, Rob and I, probably when he was 16, maybe 15 years old. He's come a long way. He had a bad attitude years ago. Boy, he was known for having a hot head. He's calmed down a lot. I guess that goes with age. But he's doing good. He's shooting good. He's got confidence. And we're looking for a great match. This should be a good one. Upstate
He's from
Alf
Connecticut originally, isn't he?
Pat Fleming sitting in the booth. Yes, from up in Connecticut, yeah. Used to hang out a lot in Chelsea, many years. Very good friends with Gypsy, who we lost recently. What a shame. Really nice guy. And also we lost Jack the Cop. Another good soul.
Yeah. I played Jack the Cop years ago.
Gentlemen all the years I know. Both of them. Robb Saez coming out to play. I seen him yesterday when he just arrived here. Off the road. Nelson Oliviera, I just found out he has a nickname. They call him the Portuguese Butcher. Now that's kind of scary. Owns his own coffee shop. Yeah, I got the name of it and everything. We'll give it to you shortly during the match. His coffee shop he has in New Bedford. Plays out of Snooker's pool room also. There's a book out there, I believe it's called Off the Rail, billiard book. It mentions Robb Saez in it when Robb was younger, playing in Chelsea. It's called Off the Rail. It's road stories, basically. And if you want to see anything from way back when, boy, oh boy, I think we know who to call here. We want to see any matches from the past or from the present.
I think so. All right, here we go. This is table number 8, our table. All right, I'm going to work. See you in a bit.
Okay, Mr. Cameraman, Mr. Pat Fleming himself stepping out, and Mr. Jerry Forsythe about to step in the booth.
He's the current Texas State champ, and he has numerous more wins.
If you just joining us, this is a race to 9.
Not to be outdone, has won a lot of tournaments in the Northeast in his career. He's from New Bedford, Mass. He's a winner on our Jazz Northeast 9-ball tour. He recently is the Super Billiard Ball Expo 10-ball champion. Nelson Oliviera. Good luck, man. Great match there.
Well, Mr. Jerry Forsythe's in the room.
And we'd like to welcome everyone to another segment of an AZ Billiards AccuStats video production. Live stream from Turning Stone. This is Turning Stone Classic number 19. Do you realize that at the next event that they have here, the one in January?
If we have one.
No, they're going to have one. They've already announced it. They announced it today at the players' meeting.
Well, everybody's talking about, the world ending at December 21st.
Yeah, that's true.
So
but
we're hoping to have one.
But what I was going to say is once that event is over, it will mean that they will have added $500,000 to these events
group, huh?
over the life of this tournament.
All right, Robb Saez wins the leg. Getting set to take off here, folks, in this race to 9.
Don't bet on it. Nope, he's going to break them. All right. I'm sure most of you watching are familiar with Robb Saez, and many of you also with Nelson Oliviera. Well, Rob's got a simple 2-9 combination if he can get to it, but I don't think he's going to be able to get to it. Pat, are you getting a buzz out of my microphone?
Jerry, crank this down maybe, Jerry. Crank that down a little bit. How's that?
Okay. We got that problem. Yeah, mic 1, mic 2. Okay. We may have our audio problem solved now.
Okay, Nelson Oliviera up to shoot. Oh, I was getting back to Nelson. He owns the Boston Coffee and Bagels in New Bedford, Mass. He started playing again. He took a break and started playing again in 2009. And he wound up snapping off the 10-ball challenge at the Expo.
Yeah.
Gentleman shooting on this table just about right now.
Yeah, he can play. Should be a good match. Can't tell if he can see this one or not. Nope, he's jacking up, so he's got to go airborne here. Good shot, and he's going to get shape.
And he's got a 2-9 combination to boot after making a 1 and a 5 on a jump shot.
He's going to make three balls in 2 shots. That's pretty good. Well, you got to hand it to him, man. That was one heck of a jump shot. With a playing cue.
That's the rules. That's the jump cues.
Yeah, I know.
You either break with the break cue or your playing cue, and he had no problem doing that or sinking a 9. Nelson Oliviera. Go ahead, Jerry.
That will wake up Mr. Saez.
Yeah, Rob was nothing you can do. You know, you're sitting in the chair just stunned at what happened.
Yeah, well, now he's got to try and make momentum help him out a little bit.
Former California State Champ, 3rd in the Taiwan Peace Cup, 2nd in the All Japan Championships. Many wins to his career.
Talking to Karen Kaur a couple of minutes ago prior to the match start.
Yeah.
And she's real happy to get back out and start.
I'm sure she is.
She is going back to Philly. She's moving back to Philly. So
yep.
She will be in the Philadelphia area shortly. And I believe hooking up with the Fuscos out there again.
Yeah, well, we've missed her.
Yeah.
Of course, people are probably aware she's been elected to the Hall of Fame. She'll be inducted at this year's U.S. Open.
Well deserved.
Oh,
absolutely. Well deserved.
What a record she's got.
Nelson pocketing the 8-ball, the wing ball, and right into the corner pocket with no problem.
Yeah, these guys are having tough struggles so far getting shape on the 1 ball, though.
I also noticed the rails are really, really springy.
Very bouncy.
Playing the way they want, the way they're supposed to.
I asked a couple of players who came up to me and said, boy, these rails are springy. And I said, well, why do you think that is? And they said, well, look how cold it is in here.
The AC, yeah. You would think it would stiffen them up, you know?
Yeah, well.
All right, we're looking for Nelson to play safe here behind the 4, I would imagine. I don't think he's going to attempt to cut this in.
Well, when you think about it, if it stiffens the rails up, that would make them bouncier because not as much of the force is going to be absorbed by the rail.
Chancy shot with the corner there. Yeah.
Well, he didn't leave much, did he?
No, and when you got no shot and the 9-ball sitting right there.
He can play a 2-way shot here if he caroms off of the 1 ball into the 9 with the cue ball and he banks the 1 ball back down table. He can either make the 1 ball and keep on playing or wind up with a safety. So this could work out. Wouldn't surprise me, though, just to see him ignore the 9-ball and just go straight for the shot, the safety.
Straight for the bank. He might bank it, too. He's got a possible bank two-way shot here. You know, hiding the cue ball behind the 7.
Yeah, I know.
Okay. Smart shot.
Straight for the safety. Well, he's not thrilled with it. Looks pretty good to me.
I think Nelson's thinking about just doing a little masse. I think he might just have to masse a little bit just to get off the rail, maybe. Oh,
I think he's going to
shooting at it.
I think he's probably kicking at it off that head rail, though, isn't he? I don't think he can see it. Maybe he can.
If he can, just a little piece of it, if anything.
Well, he could. That's not going to help his cause at all. Although, getting from the 5 to the 6 is going to be a bit ticklish. I've always liked Robb's game. He's solid.
Yeah, when he's punching gears right, yeah.
Oh, boy. That year he was Seminole Player of the Year. He was a tough cookie, man.
Yeah, next thing you know, you looked up, it was 4-0.
Yeah.
I mean, he was just rolling. Well.
Sure is a pretty cue he's playing with.
I think he's going to elect to just drag the cue ball down the rail here to get the angle to get back up to the 6, just like that.
Oh, yeah, he's going to be good now. Good to go. Anything but straight in on the 6, he'll be happy.
He might be a little too straight. He might have to take a longer shot, but shouldn't have no problem with it.
Well, I think he can draw down past the side pocket with ease.
Looks like he's just going to come right up. There you go. You called it.
Now, does he go 2 rails and out, or 1 rail straight back up with a little bit of right English?
I think if he attempts to go 2 rails, he might come out too long.
Well, the thing I don't like about the 2-rail shot is it takes you across the line of position rather than down the line of position. But these guys, at that distance coming across it, it won't bother him. He'll have such a wide area he can work into. So he's got his choice. He's going 2 rails.
Yeah, he is. He's going to sharpen it up a little bit.
Ooh, I don't think he's going to like this.
I don't know. I guess the 7-ball does go clean.
That could have been a lot easier, though. I thought he was going to go for center table.
Should be no problem for Robb to pocket the 7-ball. Well, the problem did arise.
You jinxed him.
Yep, I sure did. Not only that, left Nelson a pretty fairly easy shot to go up 2-0 here in this set.
Yeah, this is not good going early days for Robb, but Nelson's got to like it.
Long stretch.
But he makes it. And it's 2-0.
2-0 in favor of Nelson. What an exciting day we had today, and plenty of more.
It was
great matches coming up tomorrow.
I tell you what, we've got so many matches to choose from at noon when we first come on the air tomorrow. I don't know how we're going to choose between them.
So it's going to be at noon tomorrow.
Yeah, we're going to crank up at noon.
Oh, great.
Of course, we will be live scoring the 10 o'clock round. We just won't be on with the stream until noon. And if you're wondering why we're not streaming the 10 o'clock round, it's because we have a fairly elderly gentleman running the camera, and he needs his bed rest.
Well, the wing ball flies right in the hole, but the cue ball does too, into the side pocket. How do you like the 2-9 here? 1 to the 2, 2-9 into the corner pocket.
What, the
Game
two ball seems to be the key ball in these racks.
It looks like it's on.
It's like if you can get on the 2, man, you're good to go.
Oh, okay, he's playing for the run out.
Well, I think that's probably a wise choice because it's such an easy layout.
2-9 is on. I don't even think he took one glance at it.
Man, you know, I don't know. I don't blame guys for not playing combinations. I see them go bad so often.
You know, combinations that are like 6 inches and 12 inches or whatever apart, you know, with big spreads in between them, tend to get harder. But that looked like it was only about an inch away or 2 inches away.
It looks different when you're standing at the table.
Yeah, I didn't miss yet from here. You're right.
Especially when you're down 2-0.
Yeah.
And you need to get something going.
In any case, Rob, another day at the office is about to go up a game finally. Make a deposit.
Yeah, he'll feel a little better once he draws some blood here.
He had a lot more spin on that ball than I thought. Good shot. Robb Saez drawing a little bit of blood here, and now trails in this match 2-1. We are racing to 9.
Oh, I see Mike Davis playing over there across the room. I didn't realize he was here this week. It's good to see him. Got some really great guys here this week. Oscar Dominguez.
His dad.
His dad. Talk about two fine human beings.
I was talking to Mike about 10 minutes ago, and he was telling me that he's been working out now for the last couple of years and eating pretty healthy. He says, but he's been spoiling himself on this trip.
Mike
Davis.
Oh, sorry. I was back on Dominguez.
Yeah. No, it wasn't another Dominguez. Mike Davis.
Yeah. Yeah, you know how Mike got his start, right?
On his own, him and his family, right?
He was a cook in a pool room. And the pool room owner would let him knock balls around, when he wasn't cooking. And the pool room owner just looked at him and said, "You got talent." And
he had to have a pretty good eye with Mike's stroke. He's got that funny stroke, too.
His stroke's terrible.
Yeah, I know.
It's awful. But he makes balls.
In any case, Robb Saez makes the wing ball and another ball. So the wing ball seems to be going in the bottom right-hand corner here.
Yeah, when Mike strokes, he looks like he's sawing wood.
Yeah.
But you can't can't say anything bad about it. It works.
A lot of people used to think that about Alan Hopkins' stroke.
Oh, yeah, I know. Nice safety there from Rob. Well, if you ever get the chance, sometimes stand behind Francisco Bustamante when he's stroking, and you can't believe that he can actually make a ball because his arm moves out to the right, back to the left, and then back to center. It's a total circle. Doesn't go straight.
Yeah,
but it's straight when it hits that cue ball.
A lot of the Filipinos, they tend to use that. You know what it reminds me of, their stroke? Sort of like the engines, the old engines on a train, the way they...
Yeah.
The motion of just like a circular stroke motion.
Yeah. Turning a
And
straight
long
line into a
bridges.
circle. Oh, the long. I don't see
Oh,
how they play
man.
with those bridges. Golly. How do you control that tip of that cue when it's out there 8 inches or 12 inches or 14 inches away from you? I mean, my goodness.
I guess that has to do with height when you got to reach those shots, though.
Yeah, that's what it's all about.
Yeah.
Yeah.
In any case, Nelson, I think he's got a piece of this. He thinks he does anyway.
Gee, that looks narrow through there. I'm going to be really surprised if he doesn't kiss that 3.
I think he's looking to turn this cue ball into a snake. I don't think he has it.
Golly, he'd be better off to kick 2 rails behind the 1.
You know, sometimes the illusion when you got 2 balls like that, you know, where it looks like
Yeah.
you got a path,
Yeah,
and you wind up making yourself look kind of foolish. You just bump into the first ball.
I don't see this gap.
I don't think you can see it.
I don't see this gap at all.
But then again,
He studied it, though. It must be there. Indeed. Oh,
not
don't
only it's
tell
there,
me.
gee whiz. He went for the, I think he went for the 9 into the corner pocket or
Yeah.
tried to bump the 9.
Yeah, he was doing a 2-way. He was
Yeah.
trying to make the 1 and the 9. Well, this gives Robb a start, but it's not easy controlling that cue ball out of the corner pocket. He makes it look easy. Boy, does he make it look easy. He's got to make this cue ball travel a bit to get back on the 4, but he's got plenty of room and no traffic.
But I would have thought he wanted to play that 3 up in the corner, not to bump the 5, unless he's got a clean path. Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Plenty of room.
Anything but straight in.
And over the 9.
Well, all he's got to do is get it down to the top half of the table, and he'll be fine. Anywhere down there. So he'll be putting a bit of a stroke on this.
Either that or he'll just elect to go rail first and just spin the cue ball right back out.
He may do that. Indeed. Yes, what he does. Good call. Didn't want to be there.
Well, he's got no choice now, unless he can jack up and just stop the ball, cue ball right there, or float down and elect to bump the 6. I don't like doing that.
I think I'd slow roll it and just try to bring the cue ball off the rail below where the 5 is now. And
oh, yeah, if he's got that angle, yeah.
I think he can cheat the pocket a little bit and do that. Just ease this thing down. Just like that. Oh, he couldn't come off the rail, though.
Held it up. Very good.
That would scare me to death to slow roll a ball on a tournament table, because you never know how much they've settled on the carpet.
Robb is a seasoned player. He's been around, around the clock a few times. On the verge of tying this ball game up at Desmond 2-2.
There we are.
There we go. 2-2 in a race to 9. The weather's been really nice up here. If anybody's thinking about taking a ride to the Turning Stone,
it's gorgeous up here.
It's been really nice. Humidity's down and
mid-60s at night.
Beautiful.
70s in the daytime. Don't you wish you played golf?
Oh, crystal clear out there, yeah.
I'm ready to go just caddy for somebody so I can be out there.
I wouldn't go that far. I can sit out there and watch them play a couple of holes, though. The weather's perfect.
Oh, that's great.
Robb didn't like the rack, so we're going to see a re-rack.
I enjoy golf, though, because I like walking in the woods, and that's where all my balls wind up.
Yeah, it's a great game.
Yeah.
Not only that, you usually find a couple of dozen in the woods from people that played prior to you.
Oh, yeah.
There's always people whacking them in the woods.
Oh, yeah.
Out of the fairways. Well, down your way there, those golf courses, There's got to be gators hanging around those too, no? Down in those ponds?
Got to be, oh, gators?
Gators?
In South Georgia, there are, but not up where I live in North Georgia.
Again, the rack is no good, so
well, if I were Nelson, I'd say, Rob, here's the rack. You do it. I really would. You know, if I can't do a good enough job for you, you do it.
Well, Mike Zuglin did mention this in the at the players' meeting about, you know, re-racking and people going down with microscopes and looking at every ball, and Mike mentioning that, you know, all the balls particularly are not the same size, and it's pretty hard to actually get everything frozen. So he didn't want to really have too much of this going on. I guess we don't want to delay the next match behind it. But on the other hand, Nelson did re-rack.
Yeah, some of this rack inspection I don't understand, because you know, a crack in the rack, if it's behind the 9-ball, that's to the breaker's advantage. It provides a path to the corner pocket.
I think it's more or less the first 3 balls, you know.
Yeah. But I've seen them make them re-rack for one of the balls in the second row of 2, and you want a crack there.
Well, the wing ball didn't go in that time.
No, it didn't.
He might have been better off breaking.
It looks like he can see that 1 ball. The 2 balls going to be just natural shape. 3 balls going to take a little work because the 8 ball takes the easiest corner away.
Well, if you can get to the 2, just draw it back around the 3.
Yeah.
He'll be okay, but he's got to get position.
Ooh.
Just like that.
That got his attention, though. Hitting both sides of the jaws. He didn't mean to do that. And he's going to do what you said. He's going to draw right out. Put the 3 in the same pocket. He's getting ready to put the 2 in.
Right. And they have to try to make the 4 up in the upper right-hand corner and leaving the 5 for the side.
Yeah.
He's got a roadmap.
He should be good.
Yeah.
Well, you know, the pattern's there, but it's not the easiest pattern you've ever seen.
Well, once he gets on this 3 the right way, he's on the 2 good. Gets out his extension because he can't reach it. He's fairly a short person. So he needs the extension here. If he can get the stroke out of it now. Now he's got to get the stroke to get back around that 3. See? That was the issue. But nevertheless,
he's okay. Use a little draw to work the cue ball off the right side rail and come back out near center table for the 4, and he'll be happy as a clam.
I wonder where that phrase came from. I was just thinking that myself. How do people know how happy clams are?
Nice shot.
Yeah, it didn't come quite out far enough for him, but he should be okay if the 9-ball doesn't ruin his life here. And he cleared it.
He's got to get out a little further. Now he's got to let. Oh, he's fine. Cut this right into the side pocket and spin out 2 rails back up to the 6.
Oh, yeah.
Lower left-hand corner.
That's
okay.
So easy.
From here, it looks kind of easy.
Yeah.
He might even be able to hold this.
Nah.
2 rails. Oh, how's the speed? Perfect.
He's okay. Come on, give him an angle. Yeah. Well, should be 3-2 here in just a moment.
Definitely shoot it into the side pocket, huh, Jerry?
Actually, for me, I'd play it in the corner, but that's just because I like the corner pockets have always been friendlier to me than the side. Just personal preference.
Fired it right into the corner. Good call. 3-2. Nelson now up by 1.
Well, that was just me. I think a lot of people would have taken your route into the side because it's a bigger pocket. But
I think the corners happens to be a little bit bigger. The choice that you made, I think, on that shot.
well, it's open, and you shoot most of your shots into corner pockets, and I'm just more comfortable shooting into a corner pocket.
He must have heard you.
Yeah,
Changed
I'm
his
sure.
mind,
I'm sure he did. A lot of these guys at this level are going to listen to what I say.
In any case, we got a match going on. We predicted that this match would be a close one. We're hoping that it goes hill-hill because we have really a lot to do. We're sitting here and enjoying this.
Yeah.
Along with, I don't know how many thousand other spectators. And look in the audience there. You don't see many players. They're spectators. It's
Yeah.
nice to see.
Yeah, it is. And it's a good audience, too.
Growing in population, yeah. Well, the wing ball didn't go in there, but the 9 traveling towards that side pocket, not going to make it.
Oh, it's dry. Now, Robb has got a bit of a problem with the 3 ball. It's in some traffic. That's what he's looking at now, is that 3 ball. Yeah, I think if he can get past the 3, he should be okay here.
Yeah, that's a big task right
Ooh,
there.
this is never good to see somebody jacked up that high.
Well, why would you jack up? Is he trying to stop the cue
He
ball
may-
right there?
He may be straight in. But he could, well, no, I was going to say he could just stop it there and cut the 2 thin in the side, but then how are you going to control the cue ball enough to get on the 3 well? He'd like to be out around mid-table for that 2, that shot on the 2, and I don't think he's going to be able to get there.
Robb eyeballing this up.
If
like
he jacks
Tiger
it
Woods
up,
here.
he'll be trying to draw right back to where he is and then off that rail to center table.
Oh, I can't see him doing that.
That's a lot of draw.
Yeah,
well, see if that isn't what he does right here. Oh, okay. He had an angle.
Knocked the 8, loosened up, so he got
Slick.
the shot on the 3.
Yeah, but now he's messed up the 4. Although he can take the 4 down here. He's got a pocket. He's got a pocket. Should be okay. I love that shot. The way they kill that ball off the second rail. I like to watch
reverse.
that. Yeah.
That's a touchy shot. You know, you could overdo that too,
Oh, yeah.
and you could underdo it. Takes a lot of practice.
Yeah.
All right, does he bump the 8 out? Bumps the 8 out and gets the shot on the 4.
That's pretty. That is pretty work. Heart of the pocket. Get off the rail a couple inches. Yep, he's going to like it.
You don't want to spin this too much and, you know,
Well,
be
you don't want-
threatened by that side
Yeah,
pocket.
I was going to say, you don't want to tease the side pocket because it doesn't like to be teased.
Robb is getting a little shocked over here. We have one of the maintenance men cleaning up one of the trash pails right in his line of sight right now. So Robb's just going to have a drink of water and
Just
wait
take
for
a
the
break.
gentleman to finish.
You know, everybody's got their job to do.
Yep.
Without them, we'd have quite a mess in this place in a few days. The staff
Robb
here-
just laughing it off because
Oh,
he
yeah.
realizes that some people have no idea, you know, about the shark in business, and they don't mean it. So Robb's just giggling it up.
Yeah.
And there's the gentleman there right in Robb's line of sight. Sort of like a candid camera. segment, you know, where Alan Fun comes in and just distracts you.
Here, we've got a shot of him now. All right. You know, he doesn't even know there's a pool tournament going on, and he shouldn't. He shouldn't. It's not his job to run the pool tournament. It's his job to do what he's doing.
Yeah, he's doing a great job, too. This is the proper way of doing things, and you get a 60-gallon trash can.
Yep. Now he's going to have to tie.
Tie the bag, yep. Rob's cracking jokes over there.
Yeah.
He's asking us if we ship the guy into shock. They do put a skirt over the trash can. It's pretty classy over here.
Oh, this is marvelous.
We're going to see if we can pull him in for an interview after this is over.
Can the cameraman? Yeah. I wanted to take a look. Okay, this is Al Leon right here.
Hey, guys.
This is the guy you listen to all the time, and we're proud to have him on board.
You got me with my specs on. How about I take my specs
Yeah,
off so I
take
can
specs
look right
off,
in the
smile,
camera?
everybody wave.
Hey, guys.
There you go.
How are you?
Hey, we're back to playing pool. And we're giving the trash guy a round of applause. All right, he gets a round of applause. That's good.
All right, back to the office. Rob says it's like hanging in a meat freezer. Here we go, back to business. All right, he's got to watch that side pocket. You don't want to overspin this. Perfect.
Yeah. Oh, man.
Well,
Go to enough of these tournaments, you see you see it all.
we had a wedding proposal
A wedding proposal?
and a little shark action going on. Well, you got to expect that when you got a tank this big.
Yeah.
Now, that 9 doesn't go into the side, so Rob's going to have to play towards the rail.
Yeah, he's good. He's not happy with it, but a little right English, and he won't have any problem.
Looks like he's got enough of the point to
Yeah.
he'll be okay.
Yeah. Just keep it on the right side of the cue ball, and that's what he's doing.
Uh-oh.
No.
Overcut it. Whoa, he
Ooh,
made it. Right into the
boy.
jaw of the pocket. We're at 33rd and Broadway right now. It's 3-3 in a race to 9.
When he hit that thing, I thought it was out.
It looked like it was out, but he hit it towards the inside of that pocket, kept it in. He would just maybe a quarter inch more, probably would have jarred. But the speed, he played the speed too. He didn't fire it. Played speed. Speed was a big factor.
Pocket speed is big.
Yeah. Yeah, it's 3-3 in this race to 9, folks.
And since this is the last match of the night, it'll go long.
Hopefully.
Hopefully.
Sure. Hilla in the Verona section of upstate New York. What's better than watching a Hill match as the last match on the stream at night?
Sleeping is better.
Well, if you slept 20 hours, let's say, is that good for you?
It'd be good for me. Yeah.
Well,
That'd be great.
legally, if you slept 24, that you could probably be pronounced dead.
Yeah,
you know,
probably-
if you
they'd
slept
probably
24 hours a day.
Probably just stick you in the oven and go ahead and cremate you.
Back to the action. 3-3. Robb Saez at the break. If you're just tuning in, this is a race to 9. You're watching Turning Stone Classic 19 from the Turning Stone Casino and Resort in Verona, New York. 3 ball and 7 getting tied up. Once again, up there at the top of the table.
Golly.
Now,
That's really ugly. That
now
three
you're
ball.
Oliver. Do you play the 1 off the 3 and
No.
to try to make the 1 and break the 3 out?
No.
That far away?
No.
You don't play that way.
No. I sink the 1 and I play a safe on the 2.
Safe on the 2.
Because it does you no good to make that 2 ball unless you can break that 3 out. And if you break the 3 out on when you make the 2, you're taking too big a chance. So
Plus
I play
that
it safe.
7. That 7 might be a good carom off that side of that 3 ball.
I want ball in hand to play the 2 with so that I can get exactly where I want to be on that 3 or break it out.
Do you think the carom's on from this way? I'm talking about from the left side of the
To me,
monitor for the 7.
to me, it looks like they're too close for that. But
Is it?
we don't really have a good sight at it here. So if he looks at it, it means it could be on.
Oh,
Ooh,
wait
man.
a minute. This might be a...
No, he's okay, but he's going to try and slide over and break it out. He's
Just going to try to nudge it. Could be dangerous. He didn't just try to nudge it.
Yeah, that's what I don't like about waiting until the ball before the ball you're trying to break out, because now he doesn't have an out. He doesn't have an out ball.
Well, he can just roll up right on the 7. The only thing is he leaves a possible kick, for
yeah.
the 3 to be pocketed in that same pocket.
Yep.
Unless he can put the 3 ball behind the 7 and roll up on the 7 towards your right side. Put the 3 ball towards the right side of the pocket. Oh, he's going to hide the cue ball behind the 7.
Oh, yeah.
And he cut the angle off, I think. And
I don't
looks
know.
like they might be-
He looks a little disgusted, so I don't think he quite cut enough of that angle off. And Robb would like to come off the second rail to hit this 3 rather than hit it straight on. If he come off the second rail, he'd get shape on the 4. Oh, but he hit it straight. He wouldn't have had shape anyway. So
right. All right, Nelson's just going to have to play this straight in and accept the long shot on the 4 down at the bottom left-hand corner of the table. That's all.
he's okay. He's going to be in good shape. The 6 clears the 7. So
And we're shooting on the floor down at the bottom left-hand corner, right there. He's off to the races once again.
putting up a good fight. Ooh, come on now. Good man. I was worried that he might want to settle for short side shape, but he played a good shot there. Well, we got a good match going here now. 4-3. Oliviera over Robb Saez. And this could be a barn burner.
Yeah, you couldn't hope for nothing better than that. You know, we're talking about an old barn that's been taken down and just have a blaze going in the back. Enjoying a nice party. Toasting some marshmallows, making some s'mores.
S'mores.
All right, that wing ball hasn't been going in the last couple of breaks. Watch, I'm looking for that 8 ball to drop into the bottom right-hand corner of this table right now.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, it's
Let me see which side he breaks from.
first few racks it's been on.
Oh, yeah, yeah. That would be the 8.
Watch the bottom right-hand corner. I mean, that's where it's been going. But the last 2 breaks, nothing went in.
Is the 1 ball getting close to the side? I haven't been watching.
I would imagine so. The 8 ball flew right into the corner pocket.
One
Watch
got
the
kicked.
cue.
But no good shot on the 1.
I don't know. I'm looking at the monitor here. From this monitor, it looks like he has a chance to back cut this one ball right into the corner. No. Or play safe.
Yeah, if you try that thin a cut, you got to turn the cue ball loose.
Well, the good thing about it is the two's down this side wide in the open here.
Yeah.
But I don't think he's going to be that aggressive. I think he's going to elect to play safe, bring the cue ball back off the rail behind a 3 somewhere, maybe cut it thin. There you go, just like that.
That looks good.
Got a lot of blockers in there.
Yeah, I can guarantee you we will not be watching a jump shot.
Five ball, cue ball.
Oh, man. It rains and pours on this guy.
Unfortunate. Great kick.
Yeah, it was.
Nelson's just got the 3 to the 4 is going to he's got to get on the right side of that 3 to play the 4 into the opposite corner instead of playing the 4-7 combo, I guess he looked at. And he should be home free.
You're declaring him home free on the 1 ball.
No,
you're
I'm
trying to jinx this.
He's got to get he's got to get on the
Oh.
good side of the 3 so he can shoot the 4 into the upper right hand corner.
I thought you were trying to do the upstate Al curse.
Oh yeah, I've done that more than once. Okay, playing it down here.
Taking care of business.
Bad Company.
Yeah.
Song.
Yeah. Well, we'll just let you watch him deposit these balls. I don't think we need to tell anybody what's going to happen here.
He doesn't like this because he's got to shoot over the 9 a little bit.
Yeah.
He should have no problem
He'll
with
be
it.
all right. He's shot over balls before.
Okay, 5-3 in favor of Nelson Oliviera over Robb Saez. We're racing to 9.
Now this has got to start being of concern to Mr. Saez, because 2 games is huge, especially in winter break. It's hard to get those games back. He could just run and run and run for a while.
Well, either one of the players are capable of running and running.
Oh, yeah.
You know, it's just a matter of getting up there and punching the gear. Looks like Nelson decided to take his break.
Well, I wonder why he's going all the way down there.
He might have a question about the racking.
Or he may not know there's a bathroom 20 feet away from this table.
He's going right up to the front desk.
No,
and
he's not.
Making a right.
He's going out the door to the bathroom.
That's exactly where he's going. Okay. Well, he's allowed. He's got a 5-minute break.
He's not allowed 5 minutes.
Oh?
Not in this tournament. He's allowed to go and come back. And you heard what, were you at the players' meeting?
Yes, I was.
And Zuglin said, if I catch you smoking while you're in a match, you are disqualified.
Disqualified.
We do not take time for smoking.
Mike Zuglin quit smoking a few years back.
I was going to say, I'm going to assume that Mike's an ex-smoker. You know,
I don't remember that rule a few years back when he was a smoker.
All of us, you know, anytime you used to do something, that's the worst thing in the world.
Well, you know, and it keeps the tournament.
It does.
You know, there used to be 15, 20 people out there smoking between matches, and it was slowing the tournament down.
Yeah.
Making next rounds.
He does
later
keep
and
this
later.
tournament pretty well on schedule. He runs a tight ship.
I mean, you're going to have your deliberate players in between that slow the tournament up and matches up.
Yeah.
But other than that, you know, you try to cut out as much lag as possible.
Well, keep the airwaves warm. I'm going to go find out who made his cue.
Absolutely, and let's mention a few of Mike Zuglin's sponsors: QZ, Joss Q's, of course, Tiger Products, PoolOnTheNet.com, AZ Billiards, Simona's Cloth, Dan Hydrick Custom Cubes. Just a few of Mike's sponsors, and just a reminder, if anybody wants to make this event the next one that Mike has, I think you heard Jerry mention it, or if you just tuned in, it will be January 10th through the 13th, 2013. Will be another $25,000 added event. And this is one event you really don't want to miss out on. That scrambling noise was Mr. Forsythe coming back in the booth.
Yes.
What'd you find out there?
That's an Andy Gilbert cue.
Oh, okay.
And the wrap on it is lizard. And it's gorgeous. Cue makers have really elevated that art to an unbelievable. I mean, I've seen so many cues here this week that are just simply amazing works of art.
Yeah.
I mean, that cue that Dave Ascalesi has.
Oh, yeah, Paul Finelli.
That thing is beautiful.
Beautiful cue, yeah. That was custom made for Dave. Took Paul Finelli, I believe, about 2 years to make that cue.
I can believe it. That's the most complex piece of woodwork I've ever seen.
Yeah, a lot of inlays in that. Did a
Well,
great job.
there must be thousands of inlays in that thing.
Great workman. Unfortunately passed away. Paul Finelli. And he used to play at the Acustats Arena a lot.
Paul
Finelli, yeah, sure did. Big supporter down there.
I wonder if Acustats is going to kick that game show off again pretty soon. When do you think it might start again, Al?
Next Wednesday, we're going to kick off, as far as I understand, through the wire, and you know the pool world's that small.
Yeah.
Is that next Wednesday, the game show's coming back.
Cool.
On the air. And
cool.
Warranted by a lot of people. As far as I know, Pat's been getting emails and notifications.
If you know anybody at Acustats, get them to send me a press release on it, and we'll put something up on it.
Okay, we'll have to call Mr. Fleming himself or one of the crew, Jim or somebody.
Wouldn't want to tell this old guy we got here because he wouldn't be able to remember it.
I can't see that far. You see somebody back there? Yeah, we got to have fun. We're just filling in some airtime. But meanwhile, Nelson's coming back, and in fact, he is back, standing right beside the table waiting for Rob to finish racking the balls. The score, let me bring you up to date, is still 5-3 in favor of Nelson over Robb Saez.
And he is breaking. And if he makes it 6-3, ooh, trouble for the Saez camp.
Yeah.
Of course, it's at the same time, it's glory for the Oliviera camp. So
Absolutely.
good for one.
Watch the wing ball, the 8-ball. Last time he broke, it went right into the corner pocket at 9,000 miles an hour. This time it didn't. Something got kicked into the left side, though.
Golly. These one balls have been tough every rack. I mean, sure, the 1-3 might go. But then you got to plot the path of that one ball to make a shot on it.
Going towards the 9.
And you can't put any draw on the cue ball.
Maybe winding up with a 1-9 combo after this. If he's got to slightly cut the 1, you never know. A lot of funny things happen in this game.
I don't think he's going to get rewarded for this shot if he makes it. But you know what, Al? I've been wrong before. And I hope that everything works out for him. Oh, come on.
Well, Nelson does own a coffee and bagel shop. He might want to import some rolls.
Yeah. I tell you what, that was a roll and a half.
Rob's not liking it. As we stand right now, the score is 5-3. Nelson over Robb. Robb Saez at the table right now shooting.
And, of course, for those of you who have two screens open, one of them on the live scoring page, one of them to watch this, you know the scores all around the room.
And you can find that at azbilliards.com. There's a link that you go to the turning stone there, and when you click it, it'll allow you to open up another window for the brackets, live scores from all 16 tables at the event.
Yeah, now that link is posted in the forums under Turning Stone coverage right now, but tomorrow we'll have a link on the front page and the story that we put up about the event tonight.
Actually, on the front page, I believe, up in the right-hand corner there, under the headlines, just there's a Turning Stone headline. Click that, and then it allows you to bring you right to the brackets. That's how I got there.
From that story?
Yeah, right at the bottom.
Oh, okay, cool.
Yeah.
I didn't know there was a link there.
Yep.
And I wrote the story.
Well, Mike Howard's not sleeping on the job. He must have put one in there.
Yeah, he feels free to edit anything I do.
Of course, that is Jerry Forsythe, one of the owners of AZ Billiards, on the other microphone you're listening to. And we were talking about his partner, Mike Howerton. He's up in the...
No, you're talking about my boss, Mike Howard.
Oh, Jerry's boss, Mike Howerton, up in the bleachers there, keeping all the live scores. Back to the ranch here. Are we looking at a safe? Just leaving the cue ball right there, or can he hit it?
I think he can hit it.
You think? I think he can hit it, but I don't think he has enough to cut it. I'm thinking about just sticking the cue ball there and two-railing the two-ball out with the right speed to leave him behind that 5-8.
Well, yeah, that's an easy safe, though. I can't imagine he'd be spending this much time on it.
Well, maybe he's contemplating if he has enough room in there to spin it. Let's see. Looks like he's trying it.
Boy, that was a weird way to attack that shot.
I've never seen anything like that in my life, but it worked out kind of.
I don't know if it did or not. I've seen Robb make this shot in the side pocket, as narrow as that opening is.
He can, those side pockets, you got to hit them in clean. You hit any part of those points, and that ball's going to spit right.
Yeah, but he's also got an open path down here to the corner if he likes it. And he's got too many options. He's got safeties he can play.
You know something? If it's that difficult, play a safety. Just bring it down the side of the table and hide the cue ball up there.
Yeah.
You know, don't take any attempts. I mean, you know, you're down 5-3.
Play
You
the
make a
odds.
mistake right here. You know, you're looking at 6-3 if Nelson can get out.
Yeah, if he can tie him up, that probably be the better choice. Robb's a pretty aggressive player, though.
Yeah.
He doesn't mind hanging it out there.
But being aggressive is not always the right way to go.
Yeah, there's a fine line between being aggressive and being foolish.
I don't like cutting this all the way down the corner because you're going to let the cue ball run. And if you go for the cut into that side pocket, which is looks like it's a possible shot, you got to hit it with the right speed.
Yeah.
And then where does the
Roll
cue
it
ball
in.
go? Good shot.
Yeah, he went for the safe all the way.
Well, didn't get the save, but
Ooh, and he left a carom on the 9. Which Oliviera's almost forced to take, because if he just makes the 2, it's going to be a tall order to get real good shape on the 3. He's going to hit that 9 no matter what.
Robb calling over Dana, one of the tournament directors, to watch the shot here. For what? I don't know. I don't know.
Shooting over a ball, he wants to see
watch
if he clears the 6.
Well, the rule is if he does touch the ball, he has to stop. And then Robb has the option of putting the 6 back where he is. If he continues to shoot after touching the 6, then it's just plain out foul. But if he catches him, so. Okay, here we go.
Well, I'm going to enjoy this shot. Yeah. Well, they don't always work out, folks. But again, he didn't leave any cherries sitting out there.
No, far from easy.
Again, I mean, the shot's makeable, but what do you do with the cue ball? I mean, to get shape on the 3, you've got to cut it to the left or pound it. He's going to prove me wrong.
Just going to draw it right back off the rail.
He pounded it, though. He hit it pretty good to do that.
Not the easiest when you're down 5-3. But Robb Saez comes with the shot.
Well, he faced a lot more pressure than this in his life.
Oh, yeah. Without a doubt. Okay, Robb Saez back at the office here. Lining it up almost straight. Put a 5 into the upper left-hand corner. He might have a little angle. He might just drag this between the 6, 8, and shoot the 6 into the same corner as the 5 ball. I'm not sure what he has in mind here. A little bit funny here. Created a little more angle than what he wanted. He wanted to be straight in. I think he's better off going between the 6, 8, and shooting the 6 into the same pocket as the 5.
The angle that you're seeing on the screen doesn't really represent what Robb's facing. He's got a bigger angle than that. It looks straighter on the screen. There you go. Boy, he would have loved to get another 2 inches out of that shot.
He can draw up to 6 straight down to the table here.
Oh, absolutely. Or roll forward and come out to the center of the table. The shot's all about speed. He's certainly going to make the shot. I just wonder if he wouldn't like to let his arm out and come all the way down to this rail and back out.
What he's doing is just looking for the position on the 9 ball after the 8. You know, he wants to make sure he has the right angle on the 8 to get back down to the 9.
An important shot here, and people are walking around outside the arena right in his line. So
a lot of the spectators, like there's a magnet down at this corner, you know, are interested in this match.
Well, here comes our trash guy again. See if we can get him another round of applause.
There he goes in the right-hand corner. Okay, Rob, what are you going to do here?
I'm going to cut this ball in the corner with top, and I'm going to go 3 rails out to center table. Now, that's what I'm going to do. So immediately he puts draw on the ball.
Or just come straight down table.
Yeah.
There he goes.
Well, he did go the 3 rail route.
Watch the speed here.
Needs to bang it hard.
That wasn't in the plan, Stan.
Yeah, but really, cut it in the side, go 3 rails for center table. You're good.
Yeah, he should be good. As long as he doesn't touch one of those points of the side pocket. You know, from here it looks kind of easy. From out there, it
Rob's never touched a jaw in his life. Always center pocket, center pocket.
Rob's taking 3 different looks at this. He's thinking about cutting it straight into the side. There he goes, taking another look. Cutting it thin with speed. Just enough speed. He doesn't want to overdo the speed here, so he can play the 9 in the bottom left-hand corner. That's it. Nice and slow. Never touched the jaw, Jerry, yet.
That doesn't need to.
Yeah. Straight in the pocket. Turning into a nail biter. 5-4. Still in favor of Nelson over Robb.
Yeah, but Robb's breaking.
And a race to 9.
Although the break hasn't been any huge advantage in this match.
Just that wing ball, I notice, has been going in every once in a while. And I've been following it, so maybe the...
You know, there used to be a player on the Pro Tour that when he won the lag and stuff, he'd give the break to his opponent. Because
of the stats,
the
right?
stats.
The stats, yes. I heard a long time ago something about that.
Yeah, yeah.
Somebody used to do it.
Of course, that guy also played with this little midget Q. That
Well, you know what? Everything worked out for him.
it did.
Because
It did.
he's in the Hall of Fame, too.
No.
Yeah.
Is he?
Yes. So, I think he knew what he was doing.
He's been known to know what he's doing.
Yeah.
We're talking about Mr. Fleming, the owner of AccuStats. He's had some unique experiences.
You know, experimenting and figuring out those odds takes time.
Yeah. I think that's where the jump cue came from. Somebody picked up his past playing cue and said, hey, this works pretty good when you jump a ball.
All right. Having a little trouble here with the stack, trying to get it right. We got a knuckle biter. They're done with their fingers already.
And oh, Rob had to leave. Okay.
Well, it's only fair.
Yeah.
Nelson took his break.
It's only fair.
So now Rob went on a break.
We should take a break, too. I wonder if he knows this is illegal.
I don't know if he knows it's illegal at this tournament.
It's illegal in any tournament. It's against the rules of pool. You cannot practice while you're in a match.
But I think he just wasted his time making a perfect rack for Rob and then just going to practice. It might take him a little more time to get the rack perfect. So when your opponent's away, you cannot practice.
You cannot hit a ball. You're not allowed to.
I'm not sure of the rule. I didn't hear anything
that rule
about
that rule is in the book, and unless the tournament director makes an exception to the rule, you have to play by the rules that are in the book. It's just like the other rule that most players don't pay attention to, which is that you have to be seated in your chair while your opponent is shooting.
Correct. But Mike does make quite a few exceptions. You know, he bends the rules a little bit.
Yeah, but he talks about them at the players' meeting.
But I didn't hear anything about this mentioned, about your opponent practicing while you're out on break or anything like that.
Right. It wasn't mentioned.
Yeah.
So you have to follow the rule as written in the book, which is no practice.
Now, hold it now. Well, you know what? Mike's about 50 yards away.
Well, I'm not going to make a big deal out of it.
I don't think he has any idea what's going on down this end right now. But unless he stipulated that in the rules, you know, Nelson can put up an argument here. Hey,
no, he can't, because it wasn't brought up in the players' meeting. If that subject is not brought up in the players' meeting, you have to go by the rules in the book. But players don't bother to learn the rules like reporters do, so that we can sit here and talk about guys violating the rules. Certainly not going to help him win the match. He's not going to learn anything here in 5 minutes, I don't think.
What happens if he practices 2 racks of balls? Does he forfeit 2 games, or is he just eliminated from the tournament?
Oh, if he does 2 racks, we take him out front and shoot him.
That's down Georgia. Wait a minute. We're up in New York. All right, take it easy.
I've always thought it would be much more. This game would be much more exciting if we had a guillotine in the middle of the pit and we executed the losers.
Gee whiz.
That's
cold-blooded.
Would it bring in viewers?
What are you talking about UFC fighting and whatnot?
Would it bring in viewers?
Well, yeah. You know, we just got a little
and
wire.
You would soon,
it would bring in viewers, but it wouldn't bring in a lot of entries.
You'd soon get all the dead wood off the tour.
Oh, goodness gracious. Well, you know, on a big event, sort of like Tunica or the U.S. Open or Derby, I would want to own a funeral parlor in the area somewhere.
Yeah. Well, no, you just bring a crematorium into the arena.
Oh, God, you're cold-blooded. You need some sleep, man. Rob's back from this break. So we're set to take off again. The score right now is in favor of Nelson, 5-4. You got Nelson Oliviera playing Robb Saez. And Robb Saez is the one that's going to step up to attempt to break these balls and pocket one.
Oh, no, we're not going to be worried about the angle of the rack, really. These two fellas obviously know each other very well.
Yes. Not the first time.
Good friends.
Watch the 5-ball. Right into the corner pocket. And
the 9 ball goes in the other corner, and Robb Saez has tied up this match at 5.
55 was staying alive. Race to 9.
Indeed.
Wow.
Well, now we're down to a race to 4.
Rob's just going to go over there since they're friends and say, give me the same rack you just gave me,
yeah,
please.
give me that one again.
never like tapping the balls like
I
that,
can't
putting
stand
dents
it.
in it.
I can't stand it.
Okay, another time to inspect the pack. Maybe because of Nelson's height, he doesn't have the bird's eye view, sort of like, you know, where the balls are getting frozen up top, like Rob has, you know. Sort of like, you know, Alex Pagaline has a lot of problem. You put him on that, you put him on that 10-footer, he can't. He's got one leg up in the air. He's trying to see if it's frozen up front.
He can just look down at him as he jumps over the table. You ever seen him do that?
No.
He can stand flat-footed and jump over a pool table.
Wow.
Never touch it. Of course, so somebody has to hold the light back. But, you know.
He's only 50 pounds. He can glide across.
Yeah, he's virtually.
Get a good wind.
He's virtually flying.
All right, here we go. Robb Saez set the break in game 11. We're tied at 5. Four ball into the side, something up into the left-hand corner pocket.
Seven went up in the corner.
Looking for a safe play here.
Yeah, this is not a match I would want to be the breaker on, the way it's worked so far.
Crucial, very crucial time in this set right now, 5-5. You know, and you wind up with a shot like this, there's no pocket you're going to play it into. You got to look for that safety. One ball by the 6 or the cue ball behind the 6-8. Cue ball behind the 6-8, one ball way down table. We might see Nelson come out with the pogo stick to jump over this 8-9. Unless he's got a clear path to kick at it.
Yeah, I'd much rather kick this shot. But I don't know if there's enough room. You may be forced to go to the air.
Well, if he goes 2 rails, you know, and gets behind the one, then he could be looking at a dangerous area. You know, with that cue ball going towards that bottom left-hand corner.
That's always a risk.
Yeah, it's always a risk. I like jumping this.
I think he's going to try and check it off the first rail with heavy left. But that's taking a chance, too. He could miss this ball. He doesn't.
Hit it good,
solid.
too.
Hit it real good. And left Rob tough. It's a long road to Tipperary from there.
I think the only pocket is the side pocket. I don't think the 2 will go up in the top right-hand corner of your monitor. Just going to try to pocket this one and draw around the 2 and back out. Well, bump the 3, and he's got to be careful the 3 doesn't get tied up with the 5. Let's see what he does here. Maybe bump the 3 towards the opposite side. He went around the 2. Yeah.
From the frying pan to the fire.
Do you like feathering the 2 ball, the top of the 2 ball, and going towards the 9 for the carom in that direction, or just elect to play a real good safe?
I play a real good safe.
Yeah, there you go. Just feathering it.
He's come back from a 2-game deficit.
Need the rail. He's got it. Good shot.
Don't want to blow it now.
Now is when you got to call over Dana or one of the referees.
Well, not really, because if the 3 ball moves, it's a bad hit.
Yeah, but if he plays a kick shot into the 2, then you don't want any kind of discrepancies.
Yeah.
He's got a little piece of the 2 ball.
Good hit. And it gets a rail, so not at all happy with the result.
No, absolutely not.
This is the first match that I've seen on this table where the balls aren't opening up real good on the break. I mean, these are clustering up. They're all in the same part of the table. Table seems to be getting tougher as the day goes on.
Yeah, more matches, absolutely. But as they break more, I notice, you know, they're finding that sweet spot too.
Oh, yeah.
A little tricky. He might have to stop right there and then go back around the 8 and shoot that 8 into the same side pocket as the 6 ball. I think he's going to play the 6 into the opposite side pocket. I think he just has to stop there. Or maybe just go a little forward to just have the angle to go around. Oh, played it up in the corner.
Yeah.
Okay. Good shot. Well, Robb once again faced with the cut into the side and come back out.
Cut in the side and 3 rails for shape. Very pretty. And Robb now has won the last 3 games on the trot and leads this match. Now 6-5. Remember, it's a race to 9.
Getting tighter.
So we're getting into the autumn of the year in this match.
Yes. This gentleman over here watching on the edge of his seat.
Yeah.
He's been at every tournament at the Turning Stone that I can remember.
Yeah, I've seen him here a couple of times. So.
Yeah, I see a lot of familiar faces.
I've never been good with faces. Can't remember them.
Okay. Looks like Nelson found the spot after racking a couple of times. Making up good racks now for Robb. Watch that 5 ball. Not that time. 3 ball found the hole. The 4 ball right into the same side pocket. And once
the 1
again,
ball is ugly.
not too bad. You can tuck it behind the 6, you know.
I just want to see 1 open shot on the 1 ball before this match is over. Every rack's been a struggle for the breaker.
And he can push out. He doesn't really have to play the safe from here, but I'd like to see him play the safe. Tuck that 1 behind the 6.
I think he's just going to feather the right side and try to bring that cue ball right back to where it is.
If he's got enough room between, that's a good shot. Or if he's got enough room to actually bank the 1 ball back out of there and leave the cue ball up there behind the 2.
Yeah, I think the 6 might ruin his life if he tries that.
Well, even if the 1 does hit the 6, it's coming down in the general direction. The only thing is the 1's coming down by the 9. You know, you might wind up leaving something you didn't want to.
Yeah.
For Robb to come up and take a look at it. I think he's looking at taking that 1 out of there and just trying to duck the cue ball up in the area of the 2. There's not many places to hide if he goes between the 1-6 and tries to bring the cue ball back down by the 9. There's really not many places to hide.
No, but he could put the 1 behind the 2 if he just feathers it.
Yeah.
We'll see.
How about if he just slow rolls it and leaves it behind the 6?
That would work.
But you got to really roll it slow on it. Looks like he's going to take the 1 out and leave the cue ball up there behind the 2. But he's got to watch you don't make that 5. Anything can happen if he hits it in that direction.
Ooh. Not what he was looking for.
At all.
But it's not easy getting back on that 2 either.
Well, he can get back on the 2. The thing is, the only, I think, open pocket he has is in the upper left-hand corner.
Yeah.
That's the problem. And he's got to decide if he wants to play the combination at 2-6 or try to get back on that right side of the 2 ball. Again, Dana, one of the tournament directors, is called in to watch the hit.
You could watch this one from across the room.
Well, they were just worried about the 6 ball shooting, you know, that close to the 6. Robb played it perfect.
Great shot. 5 balls waiting by the corner pocket for him.
Once again, folks, if you just joined the stream, we will be up live and streaming at 12 o'clock in the afternoon, Eastern Standard Time. Plenty of great action to come.
Yeah, that's a great thing about tournaments. The competition only gets better as the week goes on.
Robb's going to open the stroke a little bit. Just get back enough.
That's a little too straight, but he can make it work. That's not going to make it work.
He ain't going to like that. I think he wanted a little more stroke to come back out, but...
Yeah, it looked like he punched that a little bit.
Now it's back to one of the shots where you let the finesse of the English take instead of the speed here to get back. You know, he's got to come back across table and then bounce back out for the 8 in the upper left-hand corner.
Yeah, he's got to do a Z shot.
Yeah. But it's more of a finesse. Unless he just wants to come back 2 rails and shoot the 8 in the upper right-hand corner.
Yeah.
That's what he elected to do, the Z shot. Come back across. Watch the speed. Get too straight on this, you'll be in trouble.
Or be on the rail, you could be in trouble.
Should be okay.
I don't know. He's got to hit this ball pretty good.
I think he's got enough of the rail where he can come back out 2 rails, back down for the 9. Might come up a little short, but he'll have a shot at the 9.
Yeah, at least the 9's
fairly decent, you know.
Decent distance off the rail, so he can take a long shot at it.
That's all.
Oh,
2
that's a
rails.
nice stroke.
But he's got to accept the hardest shot on a 9. That's all. But at least he's got a shot.
That cue ball moved crisply off that ball. I like the way he did that.
Nice shot by Mr. Robb Saez, who now leads by 2. The score is now 7-5
Yeah, he
over
went-
Nelson Oliviera.
He goes from trailing by 2 to up by 2. And Nelson's got to stop the bleeding.
It's going to be hard to do sitting in that chair. Rob's
Yeah.
up there breaking.
Well, you know he's not going to have a shot on the 1 ball.
Yeah, the last couple of racks he hasn't.
Last couple.
Oh, that's as far as my memory goes.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
Well, let's see here. Once again, folks, if you're out there viewing the stream, you can join AZ Billiards. That's azbilliards.com and become a member. And it's free to join. And it's just everything about pool. Find out what live streams are next and what tournaments are coming up in your local area. And just about anything you want on azbilliards.com. Back to the action. Rob set here to break in game 13. Leading 7-5. We're racing to 9. Nine ball and the cue ball went in. Wow.
Well, that's exactly the break that Oliviera needed.
You make the 9 ball in this tournament, it does count.
Oh, yeah.
As long as that cue ball stays on the table. Unfortunate. But Nelson will take it gladly and just hopefully
Did you
get out here.
notice? Did you notice if the cue ball was kicked in or if it went straight in?
I told you I got that short-term memory loss. Straight in the hole,
Oh,
that I know.
our director says it went straight in, so really he's got no complaint.
I know the 9 ball went straight into the side pocket. Talking about straight.
Ooh. That makes shape on the 3. Bit of a challenge.
Came out of it very nicely. Nice shot.
A good bit of gee whiz on that ball.
He would have liked to have been a little straighter, but gladly accepted. Just has to draw it back off the rail. And he should have the shot on a 4. Should be clean sailing after that, as long as he pockets this.
He's certainly not afraid of the shots, is he?
Is he? No, that's Nelson. He's not afraid of it. Wow. I thought that 4 ball wasn't going for a second there. Looks like he might be a little straight on the 5.
Yeah. I wonder if he has any angle at all. Not much. Whoa, boy. Talk about flirting with disaster.
So rack number 13 goes to Mr. Nelson Oliviera. Now trails by 1. The score is 7-6. Robb Saez in the lead off of a break by Robb Saez.
Yep.
Scratching. Just goes to show you the caliber of player that these guys are. You break, you scratch, sit down in the seat.
Sit down and watch the other guy take you home.
Have a nice weekend.
Yeah.
Seems like every time Robb racks the 8 balls on the wing side, and when Nelson racks the 5 balls on the wing side, you think that's something they got going there?
You're not accusing these boys of pattern racking, are you?
No. But the 8 went right into the corner pocket on this one. Got a good kick, and he's got a shot on a 1.
I'm in shock.
Dave Fernandez up in the fans, and Ernesto Dominguez, and a bunch of the crew sweating this match here. A lot of traffic here. 7 ball into the 6 ball. He's got to watch here. Oh, he went around the 7.
Oh, my.
Nice shot, but he's got to watch. He needs a shot on the deuce. He's not going to get it.
He's not going to get it.
He didn't want to flirt with the cue ball going off the 7.
Yeah, but
played around it. Smart shot, but
you know, there are lots of ways to hit this ball, but there's not much you can do with it after you hit it.
you got to hope you get a roll here.
Yeah.
Or play into a kick safe, which is hard to do. I mean, it's, look at the balls. It's just sitting right out in the middle of the table. This ball's going for a ride, I think. Watch the 9.
Watch the scratch. Nope, no scratch. But not a leave that is at all desirable for
He hit it with
friends
pretty good
and
speed.
relatives of Nelson.
He hit it with pretty good speed.
Yeah, he did.
He was hoping to bump something going across the table so that he would lock the 2 in the middle.
Well, if the 4 ball goes down, Robb Saez should own this rack. And that would get him to the hill. things just got a bit tougher.
Not too bad.
Yeah,
Up
I'm
and
just
down
worried
it.
about him running in. Oh, yeah, I didn't know he had that solid a hit.
With the speed that he just had, he could have made it bad, but he's okay.
Yeah, he'll be fine. Keep away from the side pockets, and you'll get to go home.
Wait a minute. Wait a minute.
He's all right. He's on the 50-yard line, but he's been there before.
A little more speed than what he wanted to hit that ball, but
Oh, yeah.
nevertheless, he has a shot.
We've all been victims of adrenaline.
Split the jaws. Robb Saez now on the hill, leading this match 8-6 over Nelson Oliviera. Okay. Let Rob take a look. Score of this match right now, folks, is 8-6. We're racing to 9. Robb Saez is on the hill. He's the one breaking, playing Nelson Oliviera. Okay, let's watch that 7 ball. Come up dry.
Okay.
Robb Saez come up dry. You were hoping for a hill.
You may get it, but what's your path here from the 1 to the 2?
Take the scenic route.
Yeah, you don't try to get too tight on that 2. Settle for a bit of a tougher shot, and you'll be in better shape. Try to get too close to it, that 5 ball is going to mess with you.
He can force the spin out short if he really wanted to and shoot the 2 in the same pocket.
Yeah, I mean, he's got to put it in the same pocket. It's just getting the cue ball back in shape for that.
Yeah.
It's not automatic.
No, he's got to spin it. He's got to spin it short. Rob calling
What's he
over.
calling a referee for?
Well, because Nelson is not the tallest
Oh,
of the crew, and he's going to have to reach over
I see.
4 to 6. So Rob's just concerned that something might be touched. He's got the 8 down there. He might have to go for his extension, I think. But then he doesn't get the spin he wants either. Coming, you know, he's got to put the English on it to spin that one ball out. I mean, the cue ball back out.
Boy, he is just barely on the floor. This is not a stable shot.
He's got to spin it. Yeah, see, he couldn't get enough speed because of the reach.
Yeah.
Might get there. Didn't stop yet. Nah, not the kind of shot he wants, but still makeable.
All he's got to do is make the shot. I mean, he's certainly going to have shape on the 3, so he can just cinch it.
He's going to have shape on the 3 as long as he plays the speed to keep the cue ball out where it is now. You know, on that side of the table, he doesn't want the cue ball up around the 5, behind the 5. He wanted to spin it a little bit more, but the, you know, the stretch Armstrong didn't work.
Brave shot, and it didn't pay off at all.
That's what you get for a good shot. Actually, that's what you get for not thinking a little bit harder of where that cue ball's going to roll to. You know? So, I'm predicting a jump shot. Unless he's got enough where he can spin the cue ball around.
I doubt it. I kind of like the kick, frankly.
You like to kick into the 3. What are you,
Better than
Bruce
a jump
Lee's
shot. Better than a jump.
line or something?
Hey, it's just a bank without a ball.
You got to look to pocket this ball. Your opponent's on the hill.
Well, he's going to pocket it.
You like kicking into the 3.
Absolutely.
Oh, goodness. You got to hit it good. I mean, it's not like it's line. It's not like a hangnail. I mean, it is like a hangnail.
I'm almost ready to bet you that he's going to make this shot. How about a Coke tomorrow? No, a cup of coffee for the morning. I bet he makes it for a cup of coffee.
You're always hustling me for coffee.
Am I on?
Yeah, you're on.
Cup of coffee. Make this shot, Nelson.
You're on.
I'll kill you. I'll walk right out of this booth and kill you. Yes, sir. You owe me a cup of coffee.
Can I ever win a coffee bet against you?
Never. You never have.
With no problem pocketing that 3 ball. Good for Nelson here. Now what?
Well, I wonder if he sees that the carom on the 6 is on.
He's looking at the 4-9 combo.
Yeah, I know. I don't like that at all.
Me either. Not with 3 feet between the 2 balls, but I didn't like the kick either.
Obviously. Yeah.
Good night, Irene.
Yep, this is... Well, I'm not going to say it's all over because he's got to get on that 5 ball first before it's all over.
Or he's just going to spin up the table to get on that 5 ball.
He's just going to spin up the table.
Sure.
You must play a lot better than I think you do.
I play good from this season.
Do you?
Sure. Here he goes.
Oh, no.
Not the point shot. The Montauk point fishing shot he got hit with. And I think he's safe behind the 7.
Yeah, I think he is. Yeah, I think Robb just crapped the bed. You know, that could cost him this match.
Or at least go to Hill Hill.
That could cost him the match. He may never come back to the table.
Would you like to have a cup of coffee before you go to bed? I insist.
No, I can't drink coffee.
Can I keep you?
I can't
keep
drink
you awake
coffee.
all night?
I can't drink coffee after about 4 o'clock in the afternoon. Well, I do not sleep at all.
Unfortunate for Robb. Spinning that cue ball off the 4 ball.
Yeah, you know, if you
And hit the point.
if you told him that you wanted him to hit the point, you know, he could do it all day, that shot all day long. never hit it.
I'm not going to disagree with you at all. Here we go. The rake's on the other side there, Nelson. Looking for the bridge. Wants to be straight in on the 7. And throw it back just a little bit for the 8.
He is on the wrong side of this 7 ball.
No, I believe the 8 goes in the pocket next to the 9. Just throw it back.
Oh, I agree. It
Yeah.
does. But he would rather be able to have that cue ball naturally come this way instead of naturally going up table.
He's not. He's just going to draw it back. He played for the draw shot. He played for being straight in on the 7.
Oh, I thought he had more angle than that.
Oh, he's good.
Yep. He is. And it's going to be 8-7 with Nelson Oliviera breaking. And Robb's going to be thinking about that side pocket point for a long time.
And the score now is Robb still on the hill, and Nelson has 7.
Well, it is winding down here. It's getting late enough so that many of the fans have already retired to their rooms. And this is computerized air conditioning in here, and it's set for like 2,000 bodies, and we only have a few hundred, so it's getting cold in here, people. You could hang meat in this room right now. We're sitting here in the comm box wearing coats.
Unless you're out there sitting in the electric chair, then you're taking the heat.
Yeah.
Here we go. A lot of movement. 2-9 looks like it's playing a role here. We could see a quick hill-hill match.
Yes, we could. And I swear that point's gonna cost Robb this match. Boy, oh boy, oh boy.
Don't eggs. I'm not betting the egg sandwich.
I was going to say, what else? What do I want for breakfast in the morning? Let's see. Can I get an eggs Benedict bet?
Jeez. I'm just going to buy you them. Don't even ask the bet anymore. I can't win. You're batting 500. Okay, looking for the 2-9 combo. Now, I'm sure Nelson's going for it.
Ooh, that's not going to be. Well, actually, it'll work. It'll work. Yeah.
Not bad. Not bad.
That ball just kept rolling. I thought it was going to stop about a foot back. Hill, folks.
We called it the bond burner of the tournament right now. 88th Street. Well, nobody will be racking after this rack, that's for sure. What time are we going to be back on the air tomorrow? I forget. I got that short-term memory.
I don't know. I forget too. No, that's a little inside. That's a little inside joke here, folks. We're coming back on at noon.
We have somebody buzzing in our ears that you guys cannot hear over the live stream. Mr. Fleming back there.
Well, that
we try to keep him awake.
That senility is really creeping in on him, isn't it?
He's starting to crack jokes. Meanwhile, we can't get a rack here to crack them. Robb's having a difficulty now.
Now, is he having difficulty racking, or is he icing Nelson's arm?
That's exactly what he's doing.
Yeah, I think so.
He's
too.
leaving them hanging in the freezer.
He is icing that arm down.
Well, prior to this, the last rack prior to this took Nelson quite a bit.
Yeah.
Right? So,
Yeah.
what you had a one prior to this.
They do it to each other.
Yeah. Well, Nelson has short sleeves. Rob's got long sleeves, so Rob's got a little advantage. Look, you're playing pool. You gotta go with the odds.
Yeah.
The stats. You gotta go with them. Might have been tapping those balls too,
That's
Putting those
why.
indentations.
That's why you should not tap the ball.
Yeah. Nevertheless, we will get a rack here sooner or later. Hill. You're about to break. Do you smash or you use a control break, and that's it?
I tell you what, I would really, on this break shot,
Hill.
as bad as the break's been coming apart, I would concentrate on squatting that cue ball in the middle of the table.
Control it. Yeah.
I would want to control that cue ball. And, we've seen it all day long. It's not hurting these guys to take a little speed off the break. In fact, it's helping them. They make more balls.
Yep.
But everybody wants to pound them, and you don't blame them. It's usually the way to do it. But on this table, it's breaking okay if you break softer. More softly.
What was wrong with softer?
It's not an adverb.
Oh, yeah, that's right. You're a reporter.
It's an adjective.
Yeah, you do a lot of writing. Okay, now Nelson's down there like Tiger Woods, and he says it's a little high, so Rob's going to have to pull him back. Or it was a little low, one of the two. Let's see what Nelson decides to do here. A lot of players, they'll get up there in a hill match and smash it into the galaxy to try to make that 9-ball on a snap and wind up scratching instead of controlling it. Watch the cue.
And he's got a shot on the 1-ball.
And he's got a wide open table.
And a wide open table. First decent break we've seen all night, and it comes on double hill. And Robb Saez is sitting in his chair kicking himself. I mean, just absolutely kicking himself.
Listen, he can't kick himself too much. He's played a great match. Both did.
All hinged on one bad roll.
Well, this is a winner's side match. I mean, it's not like anybody's going home.
No, but one guy's got a lot longer road to travel than the other one. I mean, from here it'll be virtually back-to-back matches,
Yeah. Yeah, once you're on that loser's bracket, yeah, you'll be up and shooting.
It's working. The only good thing about that is it keeps your arm warm.
Not in this place right now. Ooh, I don't like the 7 here.
Oh, the same point that killed Saez just helped him.
The Montauk Point Killer.
The side pocket point.
Wow.
Treacherous. If I were Robb, I'd never buy another side pocket a drink.
I heard that once before in a Western.
You did?
John Wayne or something was in it.
Really?
Hey, you don't remember that one? What was it?
I've never seen it.
Not to hang 'em high.
I couldn't stand John Wayne. I never watched any
You
of
didn't
his
watch
movies.
Marion? I did. I watched.
Because he played the same character in every movie, just with a different costume. He was always playing John Wayne. He wasn't playing the character until he played Rooster Cogburn.
Oh, that's going way back. I don't remember that. Gee whiz, Terry.
It's like one of the last movies he made.
I don't remember it.
You don't remember
My
Rooster
memory,
Cogburn.
Let's see
Anyway,
what Nelson's
back
going to do with
to
this.
the- yeah, I'm sorry, folks.
Nelson decides to get down on the table. I don't like this back cutting
It's
this two
late
ball.
at night. Oh, this is tough.
Back
This
cutting
is
this two ball.
tough.
Back cutting the two ball and going 3 rails back out. Is that what he's trying to do
I
here?
don't see how he gets past it.
That's what
All
he
the
did.
Traffic, but he did it. Look at this shot. Okay, he deserves to win this thing with that shot. Wow.
Back cut 3 rails, perfect on the 3 ball. He's just got to follow it up. Don't hit the 7. Is he drawing this? Oh, okay. He had enough angle to draw it back down table. Good shot.
Yeah, he'll be able to slide right across the table, but it's a tougher shot than he wanted. Anytime you're looking away from the pocket when you're shooting at a ball, it's a tougher shot.
Plus adding it hill to it.
Yeah, add hill to it, yeah.
And Nelson
he's-
says it's
he's
like
actually-
shooting marbles in the Holland Tunnel.
Nothing to
No
this guy.
problem.
Golly.
Slide over. He's doing a lot of sliding
Yeah,
here.
but the table's trying to give him little problems.
I don't know. He might be able to hold this. He might be able to hold it right there. Yep, held it. Nelson makes it.
Oliviera takes it down 9-8, and Robb Saez will be thinking about this match for a while. Hey, tomorrow our first match is going to be a great one. Mike DeShane versus Dennis Hatch,
At
two
12.
firebrands. That'll be at noon.
At noon Eastern Standard
Live
Time.
scoring, of course, starts at
DeShane
10.
and Hatch.
Hey, folks, we really enjoyed having you join us today, and we do hope you'll come back tomorrow. We've got 3 more days of great action here from Turning Stone, so for Pat Fleming and Alan Leon, I'm Jerry Forsyth. Good night. Get you some sleep. Come back and see us tomorrow.
Good night, folks.
We'll open this room tomorrow at 9 a.m. First round will begin at 10 a.m. tomorrow. So, let's go. Come on, let's go.
Escape the everyday and turn your love around at a romantic AAA 4-diamond rated resort. Turn your game around on 3 of the best golf courses you can play in New York. Turn your week around with luxurious spa treatments, dazzling nightlife, gaming, and more. Take an easy drive to a true getaway at Turning Stone Resort. Visit turningstone.com/turnaround or call 1-800-771-7711.